At 3 a.m., when the world is asleep, sometimes the most terrifying things happen right outside your window.
It all began on a chilly autumn evening when Sarah, a 27-year-old graphic designer, moved into a small apartment in a quiet suburban neighborhood. Freshly out of a difficult breakup, she was eager to start over, find peace, and focus on herself. The building was old but charming, and her third-floor apartment had a view of the quiet street below. The first night, she unpacked her boxes, watched some TV, and went to bed around 11 p.m. Everything seemed normal until, just as she was about to fall asleep, she noticed something strange. Across the street, under a dim streetlight, stood a faint silhouette, a person, completely still, staring directly at her window. It was unsettling. She rubbed her eyes, convinced it was a trick of the light or her imagination. But when she looked again, the figure was still there. No movement, no blinking, just watching. A chill ran down her spine, and she quickly drew the curtains closed.
For the next several nights, the shadowy figure appeared again and again. Around midnight, always standing silently across the street, watching. Sarah became obsessed with the presence. She felt violated, trapped in her own home. One night, determined to prove to herself it was real, she recorded the figure on her phone. The next day, reviewing the footage, her blood ran cold. The figure's face was entirely blacked out, almost as if it had no features. And then, the most chilling part, the shadow raised a hand, as if waving or warning her. She told her friends, but they thought she was paranoid. The building manager confirmed that no suspicious people had been seen lingering nearby. The police advised caution, but couldn't help without evidence. One night at 3 a.m., Sarah was startled awake by loud banging on her front door. Alone and terrified, she stayed silent and motionless until the noise stopped. She looked through the peephole. No one was there. But on the floor, just outside her door, was a small envelope sealed with red wax. Inside was a note, hastily scrawled, "I'm closer than you think." From then on, Sarah's feeling of safety vanished. The figure showed up earlier, stayed longer. Scratches appeared on her windowsill, deep, uneven marks that hadn't been there before. Paranoia consumed her. Every creak, every whisper became terrifying. She stopped sleeping and started carrying a knife everywhere. One evening, trying to call a friend, her phone died suddenly. No signal, no battery. The power flickered and then went out completely. In the dark silence, she heard footsteps, slow, heavy, outside her bedroom door. Heart pounding, she gripped her knife and cautiously opened the door. Nothing. The hallway was empty. Suddenly, a whisper came from the shadows. "You can't hide." Terrified, she ran out into the street, shaking and pale. Neighbors saw her and called the police. The search turned up nothing, no sign of the stalker, only the same red wax seal found near the door. Sarah never returned. She moved away, changed her number. But sometimes, late at night, she feels like someone is still watching her, waiting just outside the window. And sometimes, if the wind is right, she hears faint knocking, waiting. He's still out there. Part 2 coming soon on 3 a.m. Stories.